Today we're going to look at some new connector bundles that we recently added to the shop so you can save money on your next project. Let's get into it. Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. My name is Jake, and if this is your first time seeing MakerPipe, we are a small US manufacturer of steel connectors that people use with off-the-shelf conduit to build all kinds of things, from camper van beds to shop storage. Here on the channel we share weekly videos with build inspiration, tips and tricks, hacks, creative uses of ordinary materials from the community. If you like seeing videos like that, then definitely consider subscribing. We appreciate it. Our goal is to make it as easy and affordable for you to finish your DIY projects. We're constantly looking for ways that we can improve upon that. Recently, we took a look back at some community builds from the past to see some common combination of connectors that builders were using. With that information, we added a few new discounted bundles to the site in an effort to save you all some money on your upcoming projects. Today, we're going to be looking at these new bundles and see what comes inside them. We're also going to look at some tips and tricks for maximizing your bundles along the way. First up is going to be the sample bundle. We know that building with pipe, especially conduit, is a relatively new experience for a lot of people. And if you're like me, you like to get your hands on things and try it out, see how everything works. This is a great bundle to do that. It comes with 6 of the most popular connector types, and you also get a piece of conduit that you can use to assemble the connectors and kind of see how everything works. On not only this bundle page, but on all the bundle pages, you'll see a few different options. You can choose the connector color, you can choose black or silver, you can choose the EMT conduit size, 3/4 inch or 1/2 inch. And we've actually had shims available on the site for quite a while. If you don't know, these are used to adapt the 3/4 inch EMT connectors to 1/2 inch EMT conduit. You can still get these individually, they're still listed on the site, but we tried to make it easier for you to get all the shims that you need for the connections by including them as a variant on the bundle and connector pages. The last option that you'll see on the bundle pages is whether or not you want the upgraded tool bundle. So all the bundles are going to come with a simple Allen key that works perfectly fine to assemble the MakerPipe connectors, but if you want to add a tool bundle, you can get it discounted. It comes with a long ball-ended T-handle hex wrench, a conduit cutter, and a MakerPipe tool belt. These tools make it even easier to build, and I definitely recommend it if you've got a lot of projects that you're planning on working on, or even if you just want to save some time on your current project. The mixed bundle has been around for quite a while, and as you can see, it's pretty popular in the community, and it comes with various quantities of T's, 90s, 45s, and 180-degree connectors, and it has all the same options as we looked at on the other bundle, and it'll be the same across all the bundles that we look at. You can choose the connector color, conduit size, and if you want the upgraded tools or not. And one thing too I want to note about the EMT conduit size, whenever we finish adding all the 1-inch EMT conduit connectors, we're going to add a 1-inch variant to the bundles, so if you want to get a mixed 1-inch EMT bundle, you can do that. Next up is the starter bundle, and this is really similar to the mixed bundle, except it has a few more 90s and 180s. It also has 4 adjustable angle connectors. I think this is a good bundle option if you have a project idea and you don't know how to start it. That's why we called it the starter bundle. It's because some makers like to kind of just get going on a build without really having a plan, and you have various options to choose from as you're building, and you can kind of figure things out as you go. So if you're working on that kind of a project, or if that's the type of builder you are, then I would recommend the starter bundle. The do-it-yourself and builder bundle have a significant amount of the 6 most popular connector types. And one thing you'll notice across the bundles is the T's are usually the most prominent connector compared to the other connector types, and that's because it's really versatile. I mean, you can use it as a T, of course, but it's also great for making 90s. You can use it as a hinge and other things like that. So it's really popular, and that's why it's the most prominent connector in the bundles. It's also why we've added a maker and Pro bundle here, which include discounted amounts of only T connectors in the bundle. And one common thing that we see people do is they'll get a DIY bundle, for example, to get the mixed amount of connectors, and then they'll also add a Pro bundle to get another 100 T connectors as well. So you can kind of mix and match and get the amount of connectors you need and still save some money on your project. The Creators Bundle is kind of designed for people that have a creative mind. They're always tinkering, always building, always looking for ways that they can DIY something. And whenever you're ready and have inspiration or ideas that hit, you'll have connectors ready to go and ready to build. And two, that reminds me, whenever you need inspiration, we also have on the bundle pages, you can download the Build Idea ebook. Has over 250 projects from the community. We kind of rounded them up, separated them by, outdoors, gardening, things like that. But it's a great way to get a lot of ideas, inspiration, and see how people are using Conduit and MakerPipe in creative ways. If you're planning a big project or even a few projects, the Build Anything bundle is a great option for you. You get over 200 connectors, so you'll have plenty of things available whenever you're building. You've got flanges for connecting conduit to flat surfaces, a ton of T's, 90s, and 45s and other connectors that you can use when building. And one thing too that I want to mention is so you'll notice that none of the bundles have four-way or five-way connectors, but you can actually make them with the parts that come in these bundles. So what that means is the 180-degree connector has two pieces that make it up, and the 90-degree connector also has two pieces. You can take one piece of the 180-degree connector and two of these inside 90 pieces, and that's how you make a four-way connector. You can use four of these inside 90-degree pieces to make a five-way connector. So even though the four-way and five-ways aren't technically included in the bundles, you can totally make some if you need some for your project and you have some extra 90s or 180s. If you need some help figuring out how the connectors go together, I recommend checking out the connector assembly videos, or of course you can reach out to us. We're happy to help. Next up is going to be the Lean Business Bundle. And even though this is geared towards businesses, you could totally take advantage of the discount if you're an individual and you need a lot of connectors, accessories, and tools. But we're a small business and we've worked with small businesses in the past. We know how important shop efficiency and money saving are. That's why we added this as an option. It includes a ton of connectors, accessories, and even tools that you need to build. And one thing when we noticed whenever we went to Saunders Machine Works in Ohio, we were building packing stations and assembly tables and carts and all kinds of different things for them. And we found it really helpful to just have a ton of options available. We could just grab from and kind of solve a specific problem or build something that they wanted really easily. So you kind of have that option and can take that approach for building with this bundle. If you're a small business owner or even if you're an individual, you have a project idea or you need some help, definitely reach out to us. We're always here and happy to help you with your project. All these bundles are going to be linked down below if you want to check them out for more information. As always, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.